Yay, I'm down in a crawl space, and if you have really sweaty duct lines in your crawl space, hopefully this video might help you in your quest to resolve the situation. So the issue is, this is a 2,500 square foot house and all the duct lines are ran in the crawl space. Now, what is happening in this specific crawl space, and in most crawl spaces, is you have these vents. There's one there, there's one there, there's one, they're all over in this crawl space. There's one back there. Okay, those are vents to the outside air. And right now it is late July and it is hot outside, and the air is very humid, very hot. And it is being allowed to come into this crawl space. And when the hot air comes in contact with this cool, cold ductwork, as insulated as it is, it causes condensation. Even the foil scrim of this insulation is sweating, okay? We don't want that. And if you'll notice, there are puddles all underneath the ductwork where it has just been dripping and dripping. So, the solution, part of the solution, I won't be able to cover every single thing to do, but the main thing to do is close off those vents. I know this is counterintuitive to some people because they don't like the idea of their crawl space being sealed. But the new science says to close it off. Close your vents, keep them closed all year. Keep your plastic covering all of the soil in your crawl space. And go ahead and, if you can, seal it along the perimeter wall with either a caulking or a tape. They have special products just for that. That'll keep the radon gas down. That'll keep the moisture down. Moisture won't be able to come up from the ground. If you have standing water in your crawl space, like majorly, not just from condensation, you probably need to put in a sump pump. And so, when the hot and the cold air come in contact, it's going to sweat. When this insulation, there's insulation behind the foil scrim, when it gets wet, it is no longer insulating as it should. Insulation, you only get the insulation value when the insulation is dry. So, anyway, another thing you can do, that is the entrance right there. That's how you get in and out of this crawl space. Another thing you can do is put in a dehumidifier. And, you know, I know that's probably outside of some people's budget, but if you have problems with moisture, you can put in a dehumidifier and it'll have a condensate pump. It's really the proper way to do it. A lot of crawl spaces do not have dehumidifiers, and they do just fine. So it kind of depends on your exact location or your exact house and your conditions. So you can get a monitor to monitor the humidity in these crawl spaces. But this problem is it's happening because these vents are open and this hot air is just pouring into this cold area. So